Hello, my name is Dr. Christine Ranck, and I'm a trauma therapist in New York City. I'm also co-author of this book, Ignite the Genius Within. Ignite the Genius Within is for you if you want to discover new things about yourself that you never realized before. Even if you've been working really hard on yourself, even if you've been in therapy. It's also for you if you want to uncover and finally resolve the secret blocks that have been stopping you from getting all the things that you want in life, over and over and over again, no matter how hard you've tried to change. And finally, Ignite the Genius Within is for you if you want answers to questions you haven't been able to figure out, or if you want to be more creative at work, or if you want to be more creative in your life, and finally live your life as if it's a beautiful work of art, which is the birthright for each and every one of us. We are creative beings. The premise of this book is that you already have everything you need inside of you. You just haven't had access to it until now. So the goal of this book is to help you to uncover and rediscover your full potential, the full potential of your limitless, unbelievable brain. You are a genius. Most books work from the outside in. We pick up a book, we read words. We try to figure them out. We try to incorporate them. We do exercises. We think, and we try to apply change from the outside in. It's hard work. That's what makes Ignite the Genius Within different, because we already have everything we need inside of us. If we can access what's already there, we are working from the inside, and that makes transformation happen so much more organically and quickly, just as quickly and easily as when you heal from a cut on your hand and don't even have to think about it. With Ignite the Genius Within, there is no work. So there are 3 elements with Ignite the Genius Within that make the book so powerful, because it's really a book that's not a book. It's not a book that you read, it's more a book that you experience. The first element is that it comes with a free download of a soundtrack, of music and natural sounds, nature, ocean, thunderstorm, beautiful sounds. And instead of being stereo, you have to use headphones with the soundtrack. Instead of being stereo, the sound goes back and forth, from right to left, back and forth, over and over again. It oscillates. And this is called bilateral sound. If you go to my website, www.christineranck.com, you can download the free soundtrack. What we know now about bilateral stimulation of the body is that any kind of right-left stimulation of the body, that would include sound that goes from right to left, that would include tapping that goes from right to left, that would include playing the piano, that would include running, that would include walking. That would include eye movements that go from right to left. When you're walking, for example, you go out after dinner for a walk to think about things. The reason you're having such profound thoughts sometimes is because of the bilateral stimulation. Bilateral stimulation gets the 2 hemispheres of the brain talking and distracted. And so we get rid of our logical thinking brain while it's distracted. And that gives us access to the deep brain, way back here, where our unconscious lives and where dreams happen at night. So if we have access to that part of our brain in a different way, that's a totally different way of processing information in the hindbrain. If we have access to that while we're wide awake, then we can do all kinds of amazing things in terms of transforming our lives. The second element of Ignite that's important is that it's mostly pictures. Mostly pictures and beautiful artwork from artists all over the world. Why do we use pictures? Well, we use pictures because if you think about it, a picture paints 1,000 words. It's a shortcut. When you see a picture that really grabs you, it grabs you because you have an emotional and a physical experience with it. You don't have to think about it. It just happens. And associated with it is all kinds of sensory information and memories and just a whole full experience that comes along with a picture or a beautiful piece of art. And so we don't have to talk about it. As soon as we start talking about things and thinking about things, we're back in our logical brain. We want to stay away from that to get answers in order to transform our lives. So we use pictures in the book. And then the third piece that's really important is quantum physics, quantum philosophy. And so there are some words to read, but they're expansive words, and they're helping us to understand that quantum physics is the science of consciousness. Quantum physics tells us, for example, that the way we look at something changes the very thing we're looking at. And that would translate into real life as belief creates reality. The things that we believe create a lens through which we see our reality and experience it. So what if we can go inside and change our beliefs that have been hidden away, that maybe we don't even know about? Change those beliefs, which then changes the way we experience our life. It's very, very powerful. So those three elements are the part of the book, Ignite the Genius Within, that works. So now I'm going to tell you how to do it best. The best way to use the book is to download the soundtrack from my website, www.christineranck.com, and then put the headphone. You have to use headphones, so download it onto your iPod. Go to a quiet place and sit somewhere where you feel comfortable and think about something that's bothering you. Just think about something that's bothering you, or a problem that you have, a question you want resolved, or don't think about anything at all. Just see where this process takes you. Put the soundtrack on and listen to the sound in your headphones. Bring the book with you. And think about the issue and notice how you feel when you think about it. Notice how you feel in your body. Notice how you feel emotionally. Then take the book, and there are two things you can do. You can either open the book to any page, absolutely any page, and assume that the book will land in exactly the right place for you. The other possibility is to flip through the book until you see a picture that really, really grabs you. It could be anything at all. Just see if you have an emotional response to any of the pictures. And go through, and when you find one that really grabs you, then stay with that picture. So what you want to do is put the headphones on, think about the issue, notice how you feel in your body, look for a picture that really grabs you. Stay on that picture for as long as you like, and then close your eyes and let your mind take you on a trip. Your mind is going to start to travel. There is no way to stop it. You're going to just let yourself daydream and not try to do anything. Not try to do anything at all. Trying is counterproductive. Just let yourself think about whatever happens and notice. You can stay on this process for 2 minutes and discover an answer to a question. That's what happens for some people. For other people, 10 minutes to an hour. You can stay in as long as you like. And when you come back and open your eyes, write down the discoveries that you've made. That's all there is to it. Change comes from the inside out. So in closing, I want to tell you that there is absolutely no power in your life other than your own. There is absolutely no power in your life other than your own. So the point of Ignite the Genius Within is for you to begin to find out who and what you are. You know, we always think about paradise and wish that we could be there, and it feels like a very, very hard place to get to. But the reality is that paradise is just a thought, not a place. So if you want to get to heaven, just remember that you are already there. I hope you find Ignite the Genius Within to be very, very helpful. Have a good trip. Thank you.